Just like Raz, die, and we died because the tank walked into us. Mildly tilting.
I think when you restart on your end, it either ends the stream entirely or something.
Yeah, I completely ended it for like 5 seconds. It should be restarted at some point.
I think you broke YouTube is what happened.
Refreshing the page.
Your channel says live now, but the video link insists that it's a 6-minute, 10-second video that's just done.
What?
You heard me.
Is this link a different link from the link I just sent you? Oh yes, it is. Apparently the link is different every single time. I have to figure that out. Huh, that's an interesting thing I did not know. Nolan, did I just disconnect?
Testing?
Yeah, you're here. I guess maybe I disconnected only in game? Given the fact that my channel is fine here, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is an interesting issue going on. There we go. That was a very strange phase. What the fuck? You haven't opened the new link yet, have you?
Nope, I'm watching.
Oh,
That
oh,
is...
there we go. Connection with server lost, finally. Oh, strange. I'm just saying, like, the fuck is going on? This phase takes like 3 seconds.
And then suddenly, beep. Yeah.
That was
You're,
interesting. Gotta fix. I'm literally just wearing whatever the regular stuff is that was on. Oh. Get back into nobody's hair, okay. I'm probably picked or something. Oh, nope, the party still exists. Oh, I'm gonna look for some muscles. That was a very unique thing. I've never seen anything you.
In FF14 or in general?
FF14, I've never seen something like that happen. Like, you don't just get kicked out of the game, you stay connected, but you're actually not connected. I haven't seen that before. I've seen that in Guild Wars a few times, never seen that in 14. Really? Oh, fuck it, time to come stalk you. Here, come back. I'll be you will be stalked, Nolan. You.
I will, huh? It probably doesn't matter to you holistically, but I can't do Twitch culture to save my life, so I empirically approve of the switch to YouTube.
Which culture is weird.
Like, I know YouTube culture is basically the same, just slightly better, but that minor difference matters.
I've actually heard pretty big differences from the people who do stream mainly on YouTube with a lot of viewers that came from Twitch. Apparently, YouTube viewers are more of what you'd expect out of an adult,
Right.
whereas Twitch is teens.
Yeah, it's like average 17 versus average 14. Those 3 years, it's a big difference.
Olin in the Ruby.
What are you doing with herring pies?
They're best installed on Astro.
Huh.
You can't craft them yet, can you?
I mean, I could fix that pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're gonna be 80 very soon.
I almost did the Ishgard fate on Fisher just to have my first 80 out of the way, but Efficiency Lizard Brain wouldn't let me do it. It's like having my old mentor in the back of my head, I swear.
Man, gotta be efficient. Can't just do things for the sake of a good feeling. Of course not, right? This is a game, it's not like you have fun or anything. You gotta be efficient in everything.
I do the content to have fun. I do not do the gathering and the crafting to have fun.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see if I can find you. And in EVE Online, you could use like scanners to triangulate a ship. So you would send out as many probes as you wanted. If you just sent out one, you wouldn't be able to easily find anything because you would just get a ship is within 100 kilometers of you, like that. But if you sent out three probes, the combination of their overlapping distances would give you like a much closer radius. So you could use a bunch of different probes to get like the ship 100 kilometers away, 90, it's 50, and triangulate where it actually was in 3D space. So what you would do if you really wanted to kill someone is you could hire a person called a locator agent, who were NPCs, and they would tell you exactly which solar system the person was in. You just go to that solar system, send out all your probes, hunt down the ships until you find the one that's theirs, and then you go in and kill them.
Huh.
That was one of my favorite things to do as a bounty hunter. Just locator agent, the second there's somewhere that I can easily go there, scan them down, one-shot them. The police came and fucked me up right afterwards, but you know what? I got the kill, it's what matters.
Oh, shit. I just teleported.
Oh no, where to?
I'll have to be back in that map anyway. The story step that I was on was the story step that I had to finish to progress the Fisher story, so I'm picking up the Fisher quest before I go back.
Nice. I really want to help Grabs S at one.
I'm probably still gonna fish past 80 now that I think about it.
Yeah, fishing's nice. It's probably the only gathering one that I can see myself potentially doing.
I accidentally overcaught a bunch of the HQ fish needed for a lot of the quests. And
Oh, that's good.
obviously they're worth money, so
Yeah, yeah.
also with an 80 gatherer, fuck doing the gatherer's scripts on any of the other gatherers, at least for now.
Yeah, fair enough. Pain in the ass.
And then at cursory glance, it looked like fishing with an 80 fisher is the fastest way to get the items I need to further upgrade the anima, at least in my current state. Like, it's not like I'm gonna mine. That's just silly.
Yeah, it's really not worth it. For the record, you can kinda pay to win the anima weapon, which is what I did.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I looked at all of the options. I don't know why there's a 600 poetics option and a 150 poetics
Yeah.
option. Who's gonna pick the 600?
The reason is because the items used to be droppable and there were other ways to get the 600 ones. They just left a way in for you to trade them if you still had some lying around. I don't know why they're still buyable though. They shouldn't be buyable anymore. It makes sense to leave a way to get rid of them. It doesn't make sense to have a way to obtain them.
Well, you can still exchange them for the tradable soils and whatnot, but
Yep.
It's pocket change.
Yeah.
Like, what they should really do is they should let you turn in any two for the sand, but obviously that's a lot of effort for that UI and looking at how they have item IDs coded and all that crap.
Yeah, it
Like-
could get pretty complicated.
Like, since they don't have variadic item exchanges, they'd have to like set up a whole another NPC option, and
It just gets even more
That's like-
convoluted.
Yeah, that's like 50 hours of dev time for saving a player from their own stupidity.
Worth it. Heaven on high is a big.
Yes.
Something I want to jump.
Can you?
I don't think you can. I'm not suicidal.
I was doing a story step at one of the temples, where one of the temple that you have to actually go to the top of, and I jumped off because I thought it would be faster, but then something aggroed me on the way down.
Okay.
So obviously I went splat. It was very annoying.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy. Sounds like you could have died. Oh yeah, it's you.
My Fisher is the only class I have that can run through this area without aggroing anything. It's kind of funny.
Oh dear. That's actually really mean. My god. Did we end up clearing out all the roulettes today? Oh no, I don't think I did them with you at all.
I actually ended up... Oof. Hang on. I actually ended up clearing all of mine because I was grinding out Poetics.
Ah, okay. That means you
Like
also did MSQ?
Yeah, I even did MSQ today.
Or 6?
We actually did Castrum very, very quickly because the tank gave no fucks, and neither did I.
Smart. For the record, this is the visible difference between Joy and me. Joy would have carried you across the river. I'm just following you and watching.
Yeah, Joy would have said something, but like I honestly don't care.
I know. More fun to watch you swim.
Like I'm not in any rush. Like I was in a rush for ARR, but this content, like I just don't care. I really don't.
Yeah, that's content you can just take at chill pace. Enjoy. That's how you get to Shadowbringers. This is the nice content you can take at until you get to Shadowbringers, and then you burst through. Do we just do a big circle? This is somewhere.
As hilarious it would be to take you on a wild goose chase purely for the sake thereof.
Where to?
The next step in this Fisher quest has me go back to Kugane, but
Oh, well.
the next story step also starts here, so I might as well grab that while I'm here.
Where's that?
Gosetsu is right here, so we'll see.
Ah. As of today, we have hit 1,003.
That's a lot of pulls.
It is a lot. You want to get a ride across the river?
I think this way is unblocked now, and this is where the next story step goes. So I'm gonna go here, get the Neme Aetherite, and then go back to do the fishing quest, depending on how fun this story step is.
Makes sense. Oh geez, before you get flying, you will not enjoy travel.
I'll just fish as I go. It'll be fine.
It'll be fun.
They did an incredibly good job with Yotsuyu and Lisa, I suppose.
Yeah, they did. hey, you already run off.
Mm-hmm. Oops, I forgot to switch back to Fisher. Oh boy.
Fine, you're fine.
No, I know I'm fine, it's just annoying.
Storm, it's all in the hood.
Mounts can dive bomb?
Certain very specific mounts have a purely cosmetic ability action.
Oh, it's kind of like the Magitech armor you get.
Exactly. Yep. And Tanya mount can use dive bomb. Oh yeah, dance partner.
You were dancing in the air, it seemed appropriate.
Hey guys, I'm K2 Soju, and I'm going to be doing a 10.19. So this is going to be Brother Ash. The most important item is going to be GS and QSS on Ash. I think that Trap Claw is a somewhat okay replacement for QSS, but QSS is definitely better. You put her in the corner and surround her with brawlers, so infiltrators, shades not infiltrators, assassins and shades don't jump on Ash. And you have set, the carry of the comp is actually set. If you go 8 and you don't find set, you're probably just playing for top 4. But if you find set, you can actually win the game. Warwick can take your leftover items. Nunu can take the early game tank items.
Oof.
Even Tahm Kench take.
Poor Gosetsu.
Oh.
Take early game tank items, but just keep in mind that you don't actually need the brawler chosen. You can go like Hunter Kindred chosen and run 6 brawler, 4 hunter. You can even go like 4 brawler, 5 hunter, divine. Like there's just, you just flex your strongest board, and the chosen unit is pretty flexible. For example, like chosen Philios hunter. I probably wouldn't play that in the late game, but I'm fine with chosen Hunter Kindred. If I have like Elderwood Ash, I'm down to splash 6 Elderwood with 4 or 6 brawler, stuff like that. But the general game plan is early game you pick up the brawlers around Tahm Kench and Maokai, and you have, let's say, like a GS plus a Glover or Negatron, so you have 3 out of the 4 perfect item Ash. The last item Ginsu can be really flex. It can be like BT, Deathblade, another GS, Last Whisper, IE, stuff like that. But generally, you're going to start with a brawler frontline, 4-1, roll for a stable board, which is generally going to be 6 brawler plus Ash, and then you 8 and roll for set and play accordingly. Just keep in mind the chosens are flexible among every comp that I'm going to mention. So that's going to be Brawler Ash. Next, I'll do the second and only S tier comp, which is going to be Dusk Riven. This comp, as you can see, it has a lot of higher cost units, and it's super flex. For example, you don't have to run 6 Dusk. You can go 4 Dusk, 2 Dusk. The general unit that you need is going to be Riven, because that's going to be your solo front line. But generally, I think that 4 Dusk is something worth going for. If you have Dustbat, Dustin is fine, Dusk Set is fine. But late game, it's going to be a race on who can get Kayn and Set going. So if I were to go 9 with this board's a level 8 board. If I can go 9, or a lot of times you're actually going to roll on 9, you can just put in a standalone Kayn, a standalone Set. If I don't have like Jhin items, I can even sell Jhin with a Dustbat. Or like if I have chosen Dusk, I don't have to run Vayne Jhin, and I can just run like Kayn, Set, Yone, Azir, all those units. It's basically the game plan for this is your opener is going to be a cultist opener. So you have Elise, TF Pike plus a keeper, which is Jarvan or Kennen, and then you just play around that until 4-1. And then at 4-1, you can evaluate your board strength and HP on whether you need to roll a little bit on 7. But generally, you want to roll on 4-5 or 5-1 on 8 because you're rolling for all of the higher cost units. Riven items are super flex. You could go. Let me actually pull it up. I made a guide earlier today. So Riven items would be Bramble, QSS, Hodge, Sunfire, Declaw, Spark, GA, Blue, Morello, Titans. As you can see, you can literally use any item. Any item you think is good on Riven is probably going to be good on Riven. I wouldn't recommend Warmogs on Riven because it puts her over the Giant Slayer cap. But generally, I think if the more Dusk you have, the more defensive you can go. For example, you can go Bramble, Declaw, Spark, which is probably one of the best in slots. But I really have been liking GA Blue Buff Spark. I think GA Blue Buff Spark with 6 Dusk, your Riven is essentially unkillable. But anyway, any of those items work. But you basically just play around Riven. So it's going to be Riven, Cassiopeia for Dusk, and then one of the Mystics. And it's usually Zillion, but because it's the best Mystic. But you can even flex Shen mid-game. You don't have to run Lily of Vayne. You don't have to run 6 Dusk. If you have chosen Mystic, you can go 4 Mystic. You have chosen Sharpshooter, you can go 4 Sharpshooter. Chosen Vanguard, you can go 4 Vanguard. You can drop Cultist altogether. But generally, you're going to be win streaking mid-game, early game with Cultist, and then you're just transitioning your entire comp at 5-1. That's Dusk Riven. I think if you want to have fun learning the game, I definitely think this is the comp to go. Next is I'll do Enlightened Talon. There's several things with this comp. Okay, so Talon, you can use IE, GS, BT, Hodge, Deathblade, GA, QSS. You just choose 3. You just choose 3, but I think these are the best 3 possible. And then the thing is with the Chosen, you don't need Enlightened Chosen. You can go Sin Chosen for 4 Sin, 4 Enlightened. You can go Enlightened for 6 Enlightened, obviously. You can even go like Mystic for 4 Mystic with 4 Enlightened. You can pivot out a Pike depending on like if you're carrying Morgana, carrying Talon. But generally you want 2 items Morgana, which is a mana item, a Morello.
So I'm sure you've heard of the name before, but the newest trial, one that was just released, called the Seed of Sacrifice,
Yep.
which is abbreviated to SOS. And therefore, Seed of Sacrifice Extreme is abbreviated to SOSEX. And people literally type in SOSEX. And I'm like, SOSEX runs. I'm like, wait, what? And then my brain computes it. Oh, we're not doing SOSEX. Seed of Sacrifice.
Nolan.
Hey.
Okay. So, I don't know if you looked at the General but Ain't Good channel. So I figured out how to actually decrease my CPU usage. It turns out when I just like minimize Google Chrome and use like a pop-out window for chat, I get all my frames back. It's really confusing.
Yeah, that's a no shit. What? Why are you loading the entire Twitch framework when you could just? Everyone else just uses the pop-out chat.
I just use what's built into OBS Streamlabs because you have chat built into it and it doesn't require more CPU usage. You also don't have to re-download your own stream, wasting a bunch of bandwidth, and then re-render it, wasting a bunch of GPU power.
No, not like running. Well, obviously not watching the stream, but do you know how OBS the pop-outs, where you get the pop-outs? I don't remember.
Yeah.
What is the buttons?
I know what you mean. Yeah, there's a stream pop-out button, a chat pop-out button, then you have that separately.
Yeah, those. I need those. Docs? No.
Oh, fun. The Aetherite is shut down. Fun.
Oh, the one in wait, the one in where?
The one in the House of the Fears. I've got Oh, I don't want to do the story stuff to fix it. But if I don't do the story stuff to fix it, I'm going to regret it later.
I mean, it's not really a big deal because the house, the fierce one, is really, really close to the one. You'll unlock it through the story. It's not like it requires you to do anything outside of the story to unlock it. It's just keep doing the story and it gets fixed. Also, if I'm remembering right, it's not anytime super soon. It does take like it's quite a bit further on down the story where you actually fix it.
Oh, fuck me.
It's not a particularly useful Aetherite though, because it's like literally right next to the locked.
Oh, they're not one and the same? Oh, thank God. Okay, never mind. We're fine.
Let me run there on foot.
Oh, Nolan. One question. So, when you do output scaling, does it technically take more CPU to downscale it, or just keep it as same as the base?
What encoder are you using for OBS?
I'm using NVIDIA's NVENC.
Then downscaling uses more CPU.
Okay. Then I will just keep it as is. Cool.
It wasn't quite as sure as I thought. It was a 30-second run without flying.
Now I just need to figure out how to get the freaking Twitch things to pop out.
You want the chat to just pop out of OBS?
Yeah, you know how like OBS have like the windows for it basically. Like it was built into OBS Studios at some point. Just don't know how to get it.
Hmm.
Oh, it's the Namai Aetherite. Oh, I see.
Are you talking about the one, the Ruby Sea? Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. The story whisks you away from Namai quickly enough that you can't actually attune to the Aetherite if you don't plan ahead for it. So,
Oh, you didn't attune to it. You just run around in circles.
yeah, because instead of going the way you're supposed to, I just jumped down.
That
Because it
makes
was
sense.
faster.
Jumping off the edge is often faster.
But it's not going to matter now because I actually have to go back to the Aetherite for the next story step anyway, which is convenient.
Hey, Combat, what are you using for your color settings? Because that can drain a ridiculous amount of CPU power.
Is that an output?
It's in OBS. It's under output. I think it's under advanced.
Oh, I don't see that.
There's video, and then there's color format, color space, color range.
I don't see.
Stream your side.
Sure.
Can you drag the window over so I can see it?
I can't see the preview. Wait, why is
I'm
it
staring at
showing-
Guild Wars.
Why is it streaming Guild Wars? What the fuck?
That's a good question, sir.
I clicked on set. What the fuck? Let me just close Guild Wars. Holy crap. Discord, you actually destroying? Okay, it's OBS.
It's black screen, sir.
That's not very helpful.
I'm very confused why it's black screened. I think we surrender.
Huh?
Nope, that's strange.
It, it's not even like a full screen of OBS, and it keeps minimizing the Discord, so I can't see what I'm looking at. I open settings, doesn't show up either. Okay, those screenshots. This is
Guess that works.
where should it be?
Start off the settings menu. I'm pretty sure it's under advanced. One of the first couple things, I think. Granted, I don't use OBS Studio, I use OBS Streamlabs, so I don't know for sure. It could be under output for you, I'm not 100%.
I feel like if it was on simple, there was a color setting, but I have it on advanced.
Should be in there somewhere, even on advanced. I'm just not sure where. You post them in here.
Oh, under advanced. Okay, yeah. Color range is partial.
What's the color format?
NV12.
Okay, that's as low as you can go.
No. I think I mostly just figured out the issue. Like, I was using the Twitch Google Chrome page to manage my chat and notifications. I just need to not do that.
Yeah, you have to pop out chat. Exit your main stream.
Well, I obviously wasn't running the stream. It was just I was looking at the chat.
Yeah,
need to
but
figure
whenever I've noticed that for some reason, like chat being live for some reason drains a lot of CPU. It's weird. There are some very specific things that drain a ridiculous amount of CPU. Like if I order off of Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats and I keep the window open while it's tracking the driver, for some reason that drains a ridiculous amount of CPU, and I don't get why. Same with like having a Twitch stream live playing, having chat that's constantly refreshing. I don't get it.
Because it's a JavaScript coroutine as opposed to something smart that's listening to an event.
Oh.
Nobody does anything correctly anymore.
Why bother? You can just rely on hardware to be super strong and overpower your shitty coding.
You can add docs by giving them a name and URL. Okay, that's what I need to do. I need to get the pop out. That. Wait, we have everything we need now. Just by opening OBS. Oh. We learned things today. Thank you, Zaros.
Education. Yeah, I've been fucking with OBS relentlessly for like the past week trying to get a good quality stream. Actually, like the past month, to be honest, because my monitor is 1440p ultra wide, so it's 2.2 times the number of pixels of 1080p of like a standard 1920 by 1080 monitor, which 2.2 times the amount means I need 2.2 times the amount of bitrate, which Twitch will obviously not let me do. So I tried as many things as I could, try and optimize the stream, make things encoded with more compression, but in the end it was too much artifacting and the game started to compress too much information together. So I said fuck it and I moved to YouTube.
Which was probably smart.
Yeah, 6,000 bitrate cap. I was able to push it up as high as 8,000, but 8,000 still wasn't enough to push that many pixels.
You need so many pixels.
Cause it's 3440 by 1440. It's a big monitor, it's lots of pixels.
I see. Okay, I go now. TY friends.
Okay, see you later, Combat.
You need so many pixels.
So Nolan, did you finally unlock fishing?
I'm trying to find.
Thanks, Combat.
I'm trying to find a zombie really fast for the story step, but I went the wrong way.
You're trying to find a zombie?
Azami.
Azami is a character?
One of the forgettable NPCs in this damn quest line.
Ah, okay, one of the scrubs. Got it. Combat, she's been asking me for like 2 weeks, and I'm just sitting here like, I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I trust you.
Wait, what?
Combat has my stream open. He told me I need a haircut. I was like, yeah, I need a haircut. And he's like, get your GF to do it. I was like, she's been asking me for a couple weeks now. I don't know if I trust her. Give me a haircut.
So, I gave myself a haircut in the shower?
I'm considering that, to be honest.
Like, if you get yourself... Like, do you have one of those shower mirrors, like, that you would normally use for shaving?
Yes.
Like, one of the ones that, like, suction cups to the walls, that kind of thing?
Yes, the answer is yes. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a weird-ass fight.
Because that's how I did the front sideburns and sides. I did the back by feel. The back probably looks terrible, but you know, if you trim some, an actual barber can fix it later, but you'll still feel good enough for a while.
Survival. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. I regret everything already. Don't forget to thank your Chocobo for being a little bitch all the time.
Oh, I do. I feed it a lot.
Good. What am I doing with my life? I'm not even doing anything.
I ask myself that at least twice a month.
That's a good question, though. I'm gonna squeeze in an expert roulette quickly.
Don't let me stop you.
You think I'd let you stop me? Ah. Bitch, you can't stop me.
If I begged and said, no, seriously, I need help with X, Y, or Z, I'm sure you'd probably drop the roulette.
Fuck, bitch, you can stop me. I didn't see that coming. This is a plot twist.
And IEGS, like just 3 items on Talon. But this is general positioning. What happens is their team goes around Shen and then Lux gets like an insane ult. You can play this comp around a Vanguard frontline opener, and then you have items like a Morello and items like 80 items for Talon. Janna Enlightened is really good. I would do, you can even do Sin Pike for 4 Sin. Generally Lux is never going to be chosen. Enlightened Aurelia is fine. I generally don't like 4 Mystic Shen because I think you definitely lack DPS. You start falling off. This is more of a top 4 comp. That's why I put it A tier. The reason you don't win is because you can cap comps with Kayn and Set, and it's hard for this comp to run Kayn and Set. Obviously, you can run it at 9, but a lot of times you're rolling on 7 for this board because, like, when are you ever streaking mid game with like Lux, Aurelia, Shen, Fiora, like Janna, like all these units? So you have to roll on 7 most of the time. And when you're rolling on 7 and you're rolling a lot, you have to roll more gold to get these units. So the chances of you going 9 is pretty slim. A lot of times your win con is actually going to be Talon 3 and Morgana 3. Shojin synergizes really well with Enlightened. So that's Enlightened Talon. Next is going to be Ahri. LHS actually didn't let me put 2 Jeweled Gauntlets, but best in slot is going to be Jeweled Gauntlet, blue buff, or GA. So it's double offensive plus blue buff or GA. Just keep in mind that you can flex Vanguards. You don't have to run 4 Vanguard. You can even go 4 Spirit if you find Spirit Ahri. I wouldn't recommend Spirit Mage Ahri. If I find Mage Ahri, obviously I pick it up for an instant Ahri too, but I probably wouldn't even try to play around it. Let's say I have a Dusk Spat instead of one of the Jeweled Gauntlets. I'm willing to run like Riven, drop 2 Vanguards, run Riven, and like Lilia or something, and basically just play flex around what you're given and what chosen you're given. But this is generally the board that you can go. One early game key unit you can hit is Vanguard Thresh, and then you have the items for Ahri, and then you can just commit. The game plan is kind of the same. You play your strongest board until 4-1. If you have the items for Ahri, you just roll on 4-1 for these units and itemize them this way. And that's how you play the comp. Keep in mind that you basically need to go 8 and run Set, Kayn, and your late game cap you can actually sell Ahri. If they have like counters to Ahri and you don't have, like, Ahri can't burst through a Riven, let's say, you can actually sell Ahri and move items to Set. So that's gonna be your win con. You either can win con with like Ahri 3, but that's rare because it's actually really contested. Yeah, this is a comp you can flex for Mystic. You don't have to run 4 Mystic, you don't have to run 4 Vanguard, but generally you're just playing around Ahri, Yuumi, Cassiopeia, and Thresh. And next is Spirit, Zed, Kindred, Aphelios. It's actually not being played on NA that much, but I think this comp has a lot of potential. A lot of people in Korea are playing it. You can play Zed carry, which I think is the best one. You can even go Kindred carry, where you roll on 7 and 8 for Kindred 3. and you just don't run Zed. Obviously, you don't run the Shades. And you can even go for Aphelios reroll with Kindred Aphelios, and you go for Aphelios 3. Best in slot Aphelios is going to be GA Ginsu plus 1. It could be GA or QSS plus Ginsu plus like an AD item. Best in slot Zed is going to be RSC. You just choose 3 out of the 5. It can be like RSC, QSS, BT, Ginsu, Runans, GA. You just choose something. And then the GA on Ahri is really important for this comp because you just frontline Ahri, and then she gets the spirit from her ult as soon as possible. She'll always cast. So that's why Ahri frontline is valuable with GA. It's probably the most important thing of the comp. There's also Kindred reroll with the best in slot is going to be blue buff Gunblade plus 1. With Kindred you can flex Dusk as well. You actually lose so much. You can go Chosen Shade, you can go Chosen Spirit. Just generally you only go this comp when you have the Iron Sword though. Play strongest board, slow roll on 6 and 7 for Z3, Aphelios 3, or 7 and 8 for Kindred 3. And then as you hit your 3 stars, you can actually go 8 and start rolling for the upgrades. Obviously, Zilean, you're not going to hit on 6, but you can find Zilean when you're rolling on 8 for Kayn. But in the meantime, you can just run like a Janna, Shen, doesn't matter. You can even reroll Janna if you'd like, if you're hitting a lot of Jannas. And then the last comp is going to be Sharpshooters. I think the reason this comp is so low is because the comp gets stronger and stronger as you find a higher and higher cost Sharpshooter. So for example, if I find Sharpshooter Nidalee or Sharpshooter Vayne, you could probably hard force 6 Sharpshooter because the trait is really strong, but it's definitely weaker than finding like Teemo and then finding Jinx or Jhin. I think Jinx is actually the best one. It's Ginsu, Shojin, QSS, and again, the front line is flex. You can run Thresh Sejuani. Generally, I think this is probably the strongest early because, or the most common one because you just play it around the Thresh Vanguard frontline or mid game. But you could also play Riven if you actually randomly hit a Riven. You can go like Riven Keeper frontline with Dusk. You can go Cassio plus Shen, and then not run Yuumi. You can run Spirit. You can you can flex. You can flex everything. You can flex if you go like Spirit. You can go 4 Sharpshooter, but generally you always want 6 Sharpshooter. And then you can flex the Vanguard. You can flex the Mystic. You can flex the Spirit. You can flex Dusk, stuff like that. But generally this is your positioning. Again, you just corner and protect your carry, and Jinx will just wipe the board. So that should be the comps. For 10.19. As I said from the beginning, there's like reroll Wukong, reroll Diana. Wukong is like RCGS, Hodge, or GA, or BT, or Deathblade, or IE. There's going to be Diana with Gunblade plus Titans. There's going to be reroll Mage with TF and Annie. But those are really inconsistent, and I think these are the 5 comps, or the 6 comps that you're going to look for every single game you play. And that concludes my tier list. Take it easy, guys. Peace.
Hello, how is everybody doing? There are a few champs I want to play, but they require a chosen, so the chances of getting them are slim as all heck. And they do extremely well with mana. So, we'll see if we get lucky. And actually, Wukong can be a very good carry for us, believe it or not. Oh my goodness. Early Veigar double blue buff. Dude, is it making me do this again? Are we getting forced to run Elderwood right now with the Elderwood freaking bonus? Bop? Dude, what? I feel like we have to. This is insane. We already have the Elderwood buff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Level 1 with blue buff is the scariest it gets for Veigar. Actually, let's do that. And those. Now we'll pass on that. We'll pass on that one. Brawler bonus, count me in. And we want the mage. So, oh my goodness, it actually gave us our team comp that we should probably run so early on. Now it's a matter of how fast we can make this champion happen. How fast can we put it together and do our thing? Let's see, we can put in mage now if we really wanted, but I don't think we do. You know what? Maybe we full send it. Full freaking send it. Sell you. Level up. Mage bonus. Mage bonus. Looking good. I like this. Let's do a little scouting. See if any assassin can get to our... We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's dodge that thing just in case. Okay, wasn't him. Mage bonus versus Vanguards. I'm loving this. So we want Veigar to get all of the last hits imaginable. Go, baby, go. Oh my goodness. He's got 45 mana with the blue buff. That's nutty. Absolutely, totally nutty. Elderwood supplies
Oh, yeah, you're back.
so much tankiness, so it's beautiful for us.
I was worried you might have died. I was highly
I like
concerned.
the Mage Elderwood. Let's give this to... Honestly, TF does more damage. but
And never to
kinda
return
like
to, I'm
the
guessing.
extra tankiness.
Of course, yeah. How many disciple handline classes are there? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? There's 11 of them. Holy crap. That means if you only have one weapon for each class in your inventory, you only have one free spot.
Yeah.
Big Kate.
I'd be less annoyed by that fact if the gear sets could use items not in your armory chest, but I haven't gotten that to work.
Sorry, if items not in your armory chest, yeah, I don't think that works. They have to be in your armory chest.
Oh, this is very convenient. Both the fishing step and the story step have me go back to Namai.
That is definitely very convenient too.
Because these guys aren't going to do any damage. It's going to let Veigar get every single kill imaginable. Alrighty, this guy's in some trouble. I think... Nidalee going to be chucking her spears at Veigar. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Remember, my stacks last for the entire game. So any spell power we get now gets added on to it. Let's do that. Bye-bye, Yasuo. Alright, looking good, looking good. More Elderwood, can't go wrong with that. Maybe we play around Econ, actually. I don't really want to sell a TF, but we could, I suppose. Honestly, if we win, I think we drop all of this. Let's make sure back right is safe from any weird shenanigans. We should be good. Let's do this setup. This will keep Vygar the safest. His range isn't the best, so let's scoot him up just a tad. I love this. I love it, I love it. And it hit the Lulu. That sucks. Oh my god. These guys went so far around. Good luck, friend. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Vygar got a stack. Not too shabby. We need the 3-star Vygar as fast as possible. That's how he's going to get the most AP the fastest. Did we lose that round? I'm pretty sure we did. Or no, wait. Knockout won it, I think. We're picking last. Let's not be greedy. I'm thinking about snagging one of these MRs so we have the Elderwood bonus or the possible... You know what? Let's just get a Rod. If we want Vygar to carry, we're going to need like a Decap or Hestech, ASAP. This guy... You know what? Hey, I'm sorry. I feel bad for taking it. Go ahead. You can have it. You can have it. We probably just slam the Rod on now, to be honest. Let's see. Is it worth it? Yeah. Yep, we get Econ too. I love that. Perfect. And we actually won, so part of me wants to put in... Let's do this. I think keeping the win streak alive, very importante right now. Hopefully Lulu doesn't die. If we want to continue the win streak, this would probably be a bit better. This sounds safer to me, and Vygar is extremely safe where he's at. Yeah. The double assassin Diana would have looped around, killed Lulu, then destroyed my Vygar. So, perfect setup we have here. Extra tankiness, I love it. The 420 damage, oh so nice. This guy's stacking up big time. Stacking up big time. Rest in pepper to Econ, unless... Oh my goodness. We sold the Jinx for Econ. I think it's going to be worth it, although I do want to put in Fortune once we lose. That's for sure. That's for sure. Holy laloo. I like that. I like that a lot. Something I've really been loving recently is switching over to a Fortune and forcing a loss streak with it, getting the payout, and then going back to a win streak. It snowballs so hard if you have the HP to do it with. Nice, nice, nice. What's my spell power at? Ay, ay, ay. We need to get him to 3 cost now. Huh. More brawlers sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, let's just buy this and hold it. This looks good. Items are going to matter a lot. Let's see what we get. Nidalee with assassin bonus would be pretty cute, especially with this blue buff. But if we get lucky with Vygar items right now, we'll be so freaking set. It's not even funny. Do we want to sell this? We could. We could. Let's sell. I freaking miscalculated. I'm an idiot. Ay, 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 ay. We'll keep the Lulu. We'll keep the Lulu. And my goodness, do I want to buy this Katarina so badly. I think it's worth it. Once we lose, we're swapping over to Fortune. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, baby. You can run Vanguard all day long. Vygar will do its thing. We seriously need to get 6 mage in, so these mage blasts actually kill him. Come on. Bing, bing. Oh, yeah. Dude, spell power's still going up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. There's a Jinx. And I think we just chill until we lose. We got a good thing going. Let's see here. It only looks like this right now because of the mage buff. So we're at 80%, but we're actually at plus a whole lot more. Keep on going, buddy. Keep on going. It's time to lose. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I do want to level up to a point where we can have a higher chance of getting tier 3s. But it is Fortune time. Fortune plus lose time. Oh, this is perfect. Keeping the mage bonus and level up for the Fortune bonus. Beautiful. Beautiful. Here we go. I like this combo we have. Econ's looking beautiful. We're dodging the shroud and away we go. Go, my dude, go. Go, my dude, go. Spell power's going up. Vygar's getting literally all of our kills. I love it. Bing! Got that one too. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness, there's a Vygar. Do we want that? I don't know if we want to put Ludens on our dude. I'm not sure. No! This monster took our Vygar. Oh, I wanted that Shen. Honestly, Jeweled Gauntlet could be good. It's probably best. Yeah, let's do it. I was thinking about snagging this, but we'll pass. The real question is, do we want to commit to it now? We don't necessarily have to. We got the win, so our fortune bonus wasn't much. But let's buy this and shoot up in levels. We'll probably re-roll around level 7 for the Vigars. We'll see. We can sell you, and my goodness, a QSS sounds so nice. Do we want to go QSS or Damage? We might